As you saw in our last video, Kim Jong-un knows how to live like a true boss. But there is a small group of North Korea's elite that enjoys at least some of Kim Jong-un's luxuries. Who are they? Where do they get their wealth from and how do they like to spend it? Keep watching to find out all about the rich kids of North Korea. Good day, kings! In this video we will show you how the rich elite of North Korea likes to spend their days and what it takes to be part of this small and exclusive group. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to become an actual king. Trust me, it works. First, we will give you some insights on how these rich people like to spend their money before shedding some light on the origins of this massive wealth. Have you ever heard of Pyeonghattan? It's the area where the rich kids of North Korea sip cappuccinos and flaunt their Western brand clothes. These are things that you normally wouldn't associate with North Korea's extremely poor population. But some selected few, North Korea's 1%, have managed to live quite a pleasant life in the Asian country. They wear Zara, Uniqlo and H&M, get plastic surgeries that make them look more European, and drink and eat Western luxury products. In fancy supermarkets you will be able to buy Australian beef, Norwegian salmon, craft beer and granola, all at astronomical prices of course. The citizens of North Korea are supposed to dress conservatively, so people exercise a lot in order to be able to show off their bodies and their expensive Nike and Adidas clothes in the gym. However, women have started wearing brighter and trendier clothes. Kim Jong-un's wife, Ri Sol-ju, is a very fashionable wife for North Korean standards. Still, sleeveless tops, short skirts and hair dye are a complete no-go. If clothes are too radical, the police might take the name of the offender and broadcast it on the radio. Among the rich kids of North Korea, brands like Adidas and Nike are very popular. According to some insiders, North Koreans that are allowed to travel abroad regularly go shopping in China, armed with shopping lists from their friends and colleagues. Some children of this rich elite even study in China and travel back and forth. In Pyeonghattan, there are fancy restaurants and coffee shops where most drinks are priced between $4 and $9, an insane amount for most of North Korea's population. The average salary lies around just $10 per month. In the fancy restaurants you can even dine on a prime steak with baked potatoes for $48. Even expensive steaks have reached the should-off country. An expat in Pyongyang said about the rich elite dining in these restaurants, if it weren't for the little badges, they could be South Koreans, referring to the pins of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il that North Koreans must wear over their hearts at all times. Some are even spotted taking taxis or walking their pet dogs, something that wouldn't have been possible just a few years ago. Regarding beauty standards, the elite also enjoy modifying their appearance. Besides exercising and fashionable clothing, the 1% of North Korea prefers double eyelid operations to give them a more Western look, as well as nose jobs. These operations are also very ordinary in South Korea, which might be the world leader in beauty operations. North Koreans can get a visa to leave the country for medical reasons, but plastic surgery is not considered a valid medical reason. This is why plastic surgery has also arrived in Pyongyang. Doing your eyelids costs between $50 and $200, and again, keep in mind the average monthly salary is just $10. Furthermore, Pyongyang has also experienced a construction boom. Kim even said that he wants to have magnificent skyscrapers reaching up to 70 stories. According to Kim, they are supposed to have an eco-friendly design that includes solar panels and greenhouses. You can already imagine who has the pocket money necessary to live in one of these apartments. This small wealthy elite, also called Donju or Masters of Money, has emerged under Kim Jong-un, who took over North Korea at the end of 2011. It is really hard to imagine that these rich kids basically live like the American middle class, while more than 40% of North Koreans are undernourished. North Korea also severely restricts internet access for its citizens, which is why not even 1% of the population have access to it. Instead, there is a state-controlled domestic intranet called Kwangmyong, which is free if you can afford a computer or a smartphone. It allows access only to a select list of censored websites. Only North Korea's elite, students at elite universities, and people who work for the nation's cyber warfare units can use the global internet as we know it. Where does all this money and wealth come from? After all, trading with North Korea is rightly forbidden and sanctioned. Therefore, it is rather tricky to explain how exactly Kim Jong-un and this small elite finance their luxurious lives. We managed to crack the egg though, so stay with us to find out. So what about these Donju? Where do they get the money from in this incredibly poor country? The answer is, they usually hold government positions in ministries or the military. Some examples would be heading state businesses abroad or trying to attract investment into North Korea. Also, they trade in everything they can get, from flat-screen TVs to apartments. Two interviewed North Korean refugees said that their father worked as a high-ranking North Korean official, tasked with earning foreign currency for the regime. This allowed his children to live and study in China and be part of this small North Korean elite. Other Donju are involved in a wide array of businesses, from retail to smuggling to money lending. They are said to own a vast smuggling network in order to bypass international sanctions. Some Donju have started off as shuttle traders, moving merchandise across the border with China, while others went abroad as enterprises aimed at generating foreign currency, like managing a team of laborers at sweatshops in China or Malaysia. Even though the trade between most countries in North Korea is sanctioned, a number of techniques and a complex web of organizations have been developed to evade these sanctions. These techniques include falsification of documents and covert ship-to-ship transfer of cargo at sea. Due to this, US President Donald Trump accused China and Russia of violating sanctions against North Korea. According to some sources, North Korea makes an estimated $50 million a year from illegal activities, such as drug trafficking and printing fake US currency. If you watched our video about the billionaire lifestyle of Kim Jong-un, you already know that North Korea produces the best fake $100 note in the world. The Observatory of Economic Complexity estimates that North Korea exported $291 million worth of goods, mainly to China at 63%, Zambia at 7%, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan at 2.5% both. The most exported goods were watches and watch parts at 11%, ferroalloys at 10%, fake hair at 8% and rubber at 7%. The vast majority of imports were coming from China at 96%, with small imports coming from Russia and India. The most imported goods include soybean oil, synthetic fabrics and nitrogenous fertilizers. There have also been many transactions through hackers. North Korean hackers have stolen $670 million worth of foreign and virtual currency, according to Nikkei Asia Review. The hackers' loot included $81 million from a Bangladeshi bank, $13.5 million from Cosmos Bank in India, and $10 million from the Bank of Chile's ATM network. It is crazy to imagine that most of this country's wealth stems from illegal and sanctioned activities. Unfortunately, the strict regime has proven to be inefficient time and time again. As an example, it has been speculated that there could be trillions of dollars worth of minerals underground in North Korea, but the state mines are run extremely inefficiently and mining is completely illegal for private companies. According to these estimates, there might be more than 200 types of mineral, including iron, gold, zinc and copper in the country's earth, worth a total of $10 trillion. Even though Kim Jong-un is being described as pro-market by some, the country still lags behind many other parts of the world. Let's hope that Kim keeps modernizing and opening up the country. It's just crazy that North Korea's 1% basically live a Western lifestyle, wearing Western clothes and studying abroad, while so many ordinary peasants are close to starving. What do you think about these rich kids of North Korea, the Donju? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to become an actual king. Trust me, it works.